alright. I know what you're gonna say. Wow, Nicaib. 2 dead horses of a video back to back? I can't believe you. Yeah, I know. A random thoughts video, which is one of the most burnt out in the storytime animation community. Next to the other storytime animation community's dead horse, school stories. But hey, these are how the ideas written down in my notebook, so I guess this is how we're doing it. Who'd have guessed, right? Storytime animator has random thoughts. Wonder if anyone's heard that one before. I've had these for a long time, some of them even years, so let's just get into them. Okay, let's start off with one I think about a lot. So we as humans have the power to make something disappear entirely for everyone else. Take for example, I could pick up this rock, and I could make it my life's work and completion that nobody else sees this rock ever again. How? Well, I mean, I could throw it in a lake, I could sand it down until it's just dust, I could dig it somewhere and then put a tree there or a house. There are tons of ways I can do this. And it's just something that I think about a lot because, for example, you can say the same thing about a building. That's not something that you can make so that nobody else ever sees or touches. You don't have that power, but you can with a rock. Interesting, huh? Next time you see a leaf or a stick, you're probably going to be thinking about this. What if you could rip money in half, and then now money is worth half of what it was originally worth? Imagine you walk into the store, you want to pay $5, but you only have a 10. So you split it in half and give it to the cashier. What makes this useful? Absolutely nothing. But I just find it funny to imagine people cutting their money in half perfectly just to know how much it's worth. Imagine if someone was going to pay something in 50 cents and they just cut 1 corner, 2 corners, and so on and so forth, and again to 1 cent. Where I live, it's pretty common for money to be used with tape after it's been broken, so maybe that's where this originally came from. Okay, imagine this. You know how there's brain exercises to help you develop faster? Well, what if these exercises were literally exercises for the brain like any other muscle? Say for example, you would have to lift weights with it or do whatever else you do. Okay, this next one isn't really random thought, it's more of me just complaining. So you know the show Steven Universe? Well, there's this character, Pearl, and she can fit pretty much anything into her gem. She can take stuff in, take stuff out. It's pretty much like a Minecraft inventory IRL. And I think that would be amazing to have. Has this ever happened to you? You want to go out, but you don't know if you want to take this thing because it might end up just being clutter and not helping at all. Well, with the Pearl storage system, you could simply put it away. If you need it, you have it there, and if not, it causes no space problems. Going hiking, camping, doing anything else where you would think to bring anything, well, you have it all there without no need for backpacks or anything. Okay, this is the newest one I have. So I was with my dad in the car, and in front of us was this truck that had an old TV, like one of those with the giant backs, and then my dad told me how his first job ever was assembling those TVs. I thought that was interesting because that made me think, literally everything around you was made by someone. Whether it's your bed, your chair, your computer that you're watching this, or your phone where you're watching this, your shoes, your clothes, they were all made by someone. And you're probably never gonna know who that person is, even though you're both so connected because you're both share the connection with the object that you're thinking of. Granted, most of those might just be Chinese kids in a factory trapped somewhere, but there's still bound to be someone else aside from that. So, what have we learned? Why do I ask that? Nothing. Well, these are some of my random thoughts. Again, I know such an original idea, but I genuinely really like this concept, so I wanted to put some of these out there.
Man, isn't it great to get these easy and totally original ideas for videos?
Yeah. Hello. I'm recording this at 12:38 a.m. Yeah. I worked a little bit of a deadline at the end of this video. That's why maybe at the end you can kind of tell that I was working a little bit on a deadline. Because I'm gonna go on a camping trip with no signal for a couple days. I leave tomorrow when I'm recording this, so yeah. I wanted to get this out before I went, so you guys can have it here. Hope it does good, because I'm not gonna be able to respond to comments for the first couple of days that this video is out. But anyway, take a look at all the amazing fan art you're looking on screen. Awesome. Jeez, I still can't believe I'm allowed to say that I have fan art and actually be telling the truth. I'm really happy about that. Thank you a lot for taking to the end of the video and watching this. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm really thankful to have you here. Hope you enjoyed it, and well, the clue for the next video is gonna be tricky. Yeah, tricky. Alright then. I don't have much more to say yet, except expect some new projects coming soon, other than just Storytime Animation. Storytime Animation is going to be my main one, but expect some other projects coming soon. Also, I wanted to say how the animation for when I'm doing the brain exercises, that was made by a friend. They didn't want to be credited with their name, but I am still going to credit the fact that I did not make that, so thank you very much for that. And yeah, so until the next time our devices connect, I'll see you then.